Hello, welcome to this demonstration of Sublime text, and I'll explain to you why I think you should not be using the default IDE or IDLE that comes with Python, because it's really bad, and if you don't move to something else, you'll have really bad code practices, right? This is a sample file that I just wrote, right? It has some functions, some variables, and this looks really messy, right? It doesn't look very clean. All I have to do is Control S, save the file, and it automatically fixes things for me. It leaves two spaces with before functions and after functions. That's a PEP 8 thing. PEP 8 is like the what do you call it? Convention. Yeah, the convention that you should follow for Python code, right? And it's telling me that this line 14, is too long. So if I just do that, it should automatically fix that for me, and it's cleanly aligned. Everything. This Sublime text handles things really well, especially if you have additional packages. And if I quickly just fix the line length of this, if I just find other comma, I just move these two items into different lines, the brackets, Control S again, and then it formats them for me so that it's in an understandable format. One of the main things, or one of the main reasons why I think you should download Sublime text. In IDLE, if you have variables, IDLE does not suggest them to you. Like for example, if I type M, show you my really long name var. That's a variable name that I declared above here, right? IDLE does not do that, and it's a very crucial thing, because oftentimes I see people doing stuff like S equal to this for a string, or F equal to open and then a file. They're shorthand representations. You only have 26 letters, and oftentimes if you say W equal to, then what was W equal to, or what was D equal to? I mean, it's not a very intuitive way of doing things, and if you have something like this in IDLE, you'll have to continuously scroll up and check out what the name was, and then copy it and then paste it. Too much of work. Just when you're typing, know the first letter of your thing, or know what it's called. And oftentimes if you have things like sample dect or names and distances and stuff like that, it stays in your mind. But if you have something like D, F, A, B, it's not self-descriptive, so you don't remember them. Very big reason why to use Sublime text. One more reason, or like I'm not counting the number of reasons. Time. If I hit time dot, it'll show me all the functions, variables, and classes that are there in this module. Although IDLE does this for you too. It takes a lot of time for time, right? And then it does not tell you whether it's a variable or a function or a class. And if I actually just do time.time and then this, it'll tell you what it returns and return current time in floating seconds since epoch. It'll tell you the brief description of what it is and the arguments that it'll take. This does not take any arguments, so it does not return anything. If you just find a different function that might take an argument. Okay, this does not take an argument either. I don't want to find something that takes an argument. See, it takes a tuple as an argument, returns a string, convert a times tuple into a string. Very handy when you're writing Python code. You don't have to Google stuff, otherwise you continuously have to Google stuff. This is not only for built-in modules. If you have other things like demo functions is a module that I wrote, or like a script that I wrote, and if I import it, if I say demo functions, and it suggests it to, again, the variable name thing, functions dot, it'll show me the functions and the variables in my demo functions.py. Very handy. I mean, especially if you want to code really well and you don't want to scratch and try to figure out what you're doing rather than actually coding, I highly suggest Sublime text. You can use any other IDE except for IDLE. VS Code is equally good. Anything is equally good, and you get so much customization. You're not restricted. Like, look at these. You get different themes, and these are not the only themes. You can download your own custom themes. There's like an entire market of themes. You can just Google Sublime text themes. There's hundreds of themes. There's hundreds of packages. I'll show you my packages very quickly. These are the packages that I use. AutoPEP 8, which is the thing that you see here, which is telling me that there's no AutoPEP 8 errors. Bracket highlighter, which is also very handy, because if I just hit here, it'll show me where the bracket closes. So it comes in very handy for things like this, like 10, 10, 10, 10, and 10. I mean, I don't know. This is a lot of the times you get JSON file structures that look like this, and it's very important for you to know which bracket closes where. So if you just very quickly go there, and you can see if there are two brackets beside each other, it'll show you in different colors. This blue bracket closes with the blue bracket, and the orange bracket closes with the orange bracket. That's simple as hell, right? I mean, it's very easy, and you get the line numbers. And I can continue about the perks of Sublime Text. I'm very excited. I think it's an amazing thing, but I suggest it's you just go do your own research. Just search download Sublime Text 3 and you'll find a download link to it. It's not even hard to download. Barely takes any time, barely takes any space. So much customizability, so much more efficiency with your code, and like more time spent coding, less time spent looking for variables and thinking of names and other stuff. So if you want to take my suggestion, switch to a different IDE if you're still using IDLE. Otherwise, I don't even know. I cannot code in this place. This is just hectic for me. And of course, when this pops up, you'll see that I've edited this too. You can edit themes in this. Like for example, I have this set to this, but this is very bad. I mean, I don't know. It's just so horrible. I can't open two files at once. It's like the most basic editor. It's like Notepad. It's that bad, literally. Also, this is not just for Python. I mean, like Python ideally only for Python. This one I can just go here just to quickly show you. The last thing I want to show you is if I go to tools, if I go to build system, obviously I can set it automatic. It'll run on automatic, but tools, build system, I can use any one of these build system, and I can use a new build system. Like you can code in any of these languages and your own custom language. Like if maybe you don't see a language here, for example Kotlin's not here, and let's say you want to code in Kotlin, no problem, just tell the damn thing how to run Kotlin, and it'll run it for you and it'll build it for you. If I just run this, I mean, is there a line that says it does anything? If I put A and O another, right, and I control save and control B, it builds it. See, and it tells you the time, how much time it took to finish. Only disadvantage with Sublime Text is if you have an input statement, it does not work. We are warned. It's just that there's a small little problem with Sublime Text, is that if you have input of something, it does not work. But I mean, that's something you can overlook. You can just run the program directly from terminal or something. There are solutions to that. I mean, it's not that you have to give up Sublime Text entirely for that matter. Thank you so much, and I seriously hope this video helped you, and I hope you really consider switching your IDE either to Sublime Text or to any other IDE. Bye bye.